It was a beautiful morning for hunting shrooms. Wally Otter certainly thought so. An older gentleman now enjoying his well-earned retirement, he supplemented his monthly pension by foraging for shrooms with his beloved hound, Bessie. Together, they idled the weekend hours away in the beauty of nature, enjoying the massive ambience of Honeydew Meadow, as only a woodsman and his dog could. But today, something was amiss. On the way to their usual spot, Bessie had suddenly froze, and no matter what Wally said, the beast would not move.
"Come now, dearie. Them shroons ain't gonna sniff themselves out," Wally said.
But for some reason the dog was reluctant to obey him.
"Here now, I says so. Come, girl. Oi, you're not that old, lass. Don't act like you can't hear me. Come on with you. Come on now."
Still the dog refused to move. Instead she began to dig at the earth, barking excitedly as she did so. Wally was incensed. Most useful shrooms didn't grow in flat patches of the land, because the nutrients they needed to grow were more easily provided by close proximity to a tree. Whatever his girl was digging up, it wouldn't be worth the effort.
"Stop with this nonsense now, you wee silly thing. 'Tain't no troubles here, you willful. Oh my God, above me!"
In the dirt, his fingers coolly tightened by the grip of Rictus. A hand jutted forth from his shallow grave.
"Murder!"
shouted Wally, as he ran from the side with Bessie in tow.
"Murder! Murder! But it was foul!" "Oh, lemon drops, what evil has come to Honeydew Meadow?"
murmured Detective Dowchland, as the body was removed from the ground. Detective Dowchland was a police dog from the big city, and in his time spent serving the public good, he beheld many an awful sight. Seen people behave like animals. But still, even on his worst days on the job, he'd never seen anything like this. Never seen such butchery.
"We got a name for our victim?" he asked.
"Lydia Wiskowit," replied Constable Carrot.
"I recognized her right away. She worked for the Bumblebelly family, providing services as a maid. I saw her just yesterday afternoon during the Battybar incident."
Detective Dowchland nodded to himself. Carrot was a good bunny, professional, attentive, and possessed of a sharp intuition. The kind of reliable rabbit the public could believe in.
"Providing services, you say?"
snorted Patrolman Pig.
"I wonder what sort of service she provided. Ha ha ha."
And then there were idiots like Patrolman Pig.
"What do you mean by that, Pig?"
Carrot asked in a mild tone of voice.
"Oh, come on, Carrot, think about it. This lady being what she was, this was probably a late-night tryst gone wrong."
"And what was she, exactly?"
"She was a mouse, you know that types. Fast reproducers are what. She probably had a beau waiting for her in these woods, and it got a little out of hand."
"Like slaughter like a pig out of hand?" asked Carrot pointedly.
"Watch it, buddy, them's offensive words. Like I said, she was a fast reproducer,
and do you have a problem with fast reproducers, do you?" asked Constable Carrot, a proud father with 37 children of his own.
"Well, it's not like our ecological system can support them," protested the pig.
"Horse Parky, you know we've got ours around here."
"Why are you getting so offended, Carrot? We all know you're one of the good uns."
"Dumb pigs maim and eat their own piglets."
"Hey, only the weak ones who won't survive, you stuck-up little hopper."
"There we go, there's the magic word. You've been wanting to call me a hopper since the day you met me, haven't you, you five-chin truffle snuffer?"
"Boy, you're gonna act like a hopper, I'ma call you a hopper. And I don't care how civilized you act. You ain't better than me, you Patrolman Pig."
"Well, I bet you ain't gonna call me one again," said Carrot as he rolled up his sleeves. "I just bet you won't." "That's enough," bawled Detective Dowchland literally. "Pig, get out of here. I mean it. Get going."
"What? You see how this bunny treated me? I'm a veteran of this wars."
"You're a dog-damn drunk and a disgrace to that uniform. You think I can't smell that flask in your pocket? Get out of here!" ordered Detective Dowchland.
"You can't treat me like this. I've got friends higher up."
"You also have 2 years left until you can draw on that pension of yours, and if you want to make it until then, what I say goes. Now go home, and don't come back until I say fetch," warned the dog. After Patrolman Pig left, Detective Dowchland turned to Constable Carrot and said, "I'm sorry about that, Constable. Old Pig over there is a holdover from the good old days, and the good old boys, if you get my meaning. I'd love nothing more than to fire his curly-tailed ass, but doing it would cause considerable mischief for us." "I am worried about the likes of him," Constable Carrot said. "You give a bully a whooping, and what you get then is a quiet bully."
I can't approve of that officially, but I can appreciate the sentiment, said Detective Dashland.
He turned back to the body and sighed.
We found a ring on her, you know. Poor little thing was betrothed. I wonder who to.
First I've heard of it, said Carrot. Maybe the Bumblebellies know. I can find out.
Let's put a hold on telling anyone outside of our family, Detective Dashland said. In a situation like this, the tighter we control the flow of information, the easier it'll be for the killer to give himself away. Got it?
I got you, Chief.
Bunch of sons of bitches is what? Bunch of ignorant sons of bitches. Damn city slickers gonna come down to Honeydew Meadow and tell me my glad-blooded business? Take a homicide over mine? This town has truly gone to the dogs,
raged Patrolman Pig on his way to the Baddybur farm. He kicked the screen door loudly for several minutes, until Scotty Baddybur came scurrying to answer him.
Oh, hey there, Patrolman Pig,
he began to say, before Pig slapped him out of the way.
Move it, Runt. Is your pa home?
Yeah. He's just sleeping off the night right now.
Well, go get him, stupid. And give me a sign to drink, too. I'm a thirsty porker, ain't I?
Yeah, alright. Sorry, scampered Scotty, as he cringed and ran about to do as he was commanded. Scooter came into the den a few moments later and frowned at the sight of the pig.
What you doing here? He demanded. Well, hello to you too, godson, snorted the pig. I'm here to see your pa if it's any of your business. Got some news he might like to hear.
News about what?
Now hold on and just get your pa here first. I heard about that business with the Bumblebellies last night, by the way.
Oh, yeah, that was Daddy's idea.
Heard that Hopper put his hands on you too.
Don't say that word. Cheese whiz, how much of a stereotype of a small-time pig are you?
My friend can say whatever he likes under my roof, boy,
growled Horace Baddybur, as he stomped loudly down the stairs.
You got a problem with it? You can find your own place to live.
Got your drink, Uncle Pig? Scotty said, as he came running back into the room, holding a mug.
Well, where's mine, you worthless little runt? Snapped his father.
Oh, Daddy, I'm sorry, sir. I didn't know you wanted one, said Scotty apologetically.
Yeah, well, you don't know much of anything, do you, stupid? Go, get me something.
Wish you wouldn't talk to him like that, muttered Scooter.
What's that? Talk like a man if you're gonna say something to me, boy,
said Horace. I said I wish you wouldn't talk to him like that. Scotty tries, don't he?
Don't try nearly hard enough. Too much of his whole mother in him,
Horace said.
Don't you talk about my mama like that,
Scooter said, his chest puffed up and his fist balled.
Oh, what's this? You all grown up now, Scooter? You think you can handle your old man?
Horace asked in amusement.
Well, why don't you then? If today's the day, then make it happen. Come on now, come on. No? Oh, then sit your badger ass down.
Horace pushed his son roughly into a sofa and sneered at him. When Scotty arrived with his drink, he took a seat himself, with Patrolman Pig at his side. Then he asked,
Now, what's this big news you're so pleased to share, eh, Piggy?
Oh, your fiendish badger mind is gonna laugh this, Horace, Pig said gleefully.
Out with it then. You remind me of my wife when you act this smug.
Well, to hell with you two. Anyway, you're not gonna believe this, but that whore housemaid working down at the Bumblebelly farm, you know, that mouse gal.
Pure vermin if I ever saw one,
Horace said contemptuously. Indeed, agreed Pig. Linda Whiskertits, I think her name was. Linda Whiskerwit, corrected Scooter. And what about her? What's happened? Asked Scooter worriedly.
Well, that little vermin whore went and got herself raped. Someone carved her up like an Ordnance feast turkey.
What? Asked Scooter in shock. No, you can't be serious.
I can. I was the first one on the scene, too. Hey, look at what she was wearing on her finger.
Pig reached into his pocket and produced a small golden band.
Can you believe someone was fixing to marry that vermin trollop? Making a proper lady of a mouse? Shit. Our Honeydew Meadow, she ain't what she used to be.
No, Lydia, whimpered Scooter.
Hold on a second,
Horace said. He snatched the ring from Pig's hand and gave it an appraising look. Then he raised a baleful light to Scooter.
Piggy, why don't you go on home, yeah? I need to speak with my oldest.
What? But I just got here, protested Patrolman Pig.
Piggy, get the fuck out of my house! I need to talk to my boy!
Horace said, in a tone that brooked no defiance.
All right, but hey, what about my ring?
He sputtered, before Horace slammed the door on him. Horace stood silently for several long moments, before turning to face Scooter.
This is the ring I gave your hollow mother. Before I threw her out of this house, I took it back. You want to tell me what it was doing on the hands of some dead vermin slut?
Scooter stood up. Don't you ever fucking talk about Lydia like that again, you mean, loveless old bastard.
She was my woman, and she was going to be my wife, and I will kill you if you disrespect her one more time.
By the happy man in the sky, my son, my only son.
Hey, said Scotty in a hurt tone of voice.
Shut up, you runt. Scooter, you was really gonna defile your blood like this? I know I raised you better. I know I did. Did my best to make you into a real man, and this is how you repay me? By betraying your blood and your species? You wanna be a mouse boy, huh? You wanna be a damn mouse?
Horace stomped over to the larder and returned a few moments later with a large block of cheese.
Here you go, Mr. Mouse. Mice eat cheese, don't they? Don't they?
Scooter tried to say something, but before he could, Horace was on him, beating him to the ground with heavy, heavy hands. After knocking his son senseless, he took the cheese and began ripping chunks of it off and stuffing them into Scooter's mouth.
Go on, boy, eat your cheese, eat your goddamn cheese.
Scooter struggled and writhed, and then began to choke. His father pressed his hand so hard against his face that he could feel his nose begin to break. Finally, with a desperate surge of strength, he rocked his body left and threw his father off him. Before Horace could recover, Scooter launched himself at him and whirled away with a furious set of clumsy but powerful punches that blooded the older badger's mouth and nose, and blackened one of his eyes. Once he was finished, Scooter climbed to his feet, sputtering, and screamed, I hate you, you evil old bastard, and I ain't never coming back here. I hope you go to hell when you die. Scooter, come back, Scotty cried, as Scooter went stomping out the door.
Forget him, Runt. I said forget him. He ain't no kin to us,
Horace said groggily from the floor. But for once in his life, Scotty ignored his father. Scooter, please, Scooter, come back. But Scooter never returned. Lydia, Scooter moaned to himself, as he wandered directionless through the woods. Oh, Lydia, why? Scooter knew what other people thought of him. The baddie birds were a no-good family of real baddies. That's what everyone said. He even believed it himself for a time. It hadn't been his fault. His father was crazy, everyone knew it. Himself most of all. He was a drunk, a coward and a wife-beater, and slowly, bit by bit, he'd ruined everything around him, especially his sons. Old Horace was obsessed with getting one over on the Bumblebellies. He blamed his every misfortune on them, and wanted nothing more than to destroy their lives. He especially wanted that recipe for cream soda for some damn reason, and had recruited his sons into every one of his harebrained schemes. And Scooter, who for a time had wanted nothing more than to earn his father's approval, had gone along with them, even as recently as yesterday. But no more, because he'd met Lydia, and she had gradually convinced him that he could be a better badger than he'd let himself become. On the morning he proposed to her, he let her know he was obligated to enact just one more of his father's stupid plans, but then that would be it, and he had no intention of letting it succeed. He'd go crush some walnuts at the jail for a few hours like usual, then pretend he'd seen the light and do mischief no longer. It wouldn't have been a lie either, because Scooter had seen the light, and that light's name had been Lydia. But now she was gone, taken away to paradise and leaving him in darkness. Forever. She deserved it, whispered a familiar-sounding voice. Who said that? Scooter demanded. Pa, is that you? I told you I was done with you. Get! I could smell you on her. I knew what you'd done. She was bad. She was very, very bad. And you're bad too. You're a nasty, naughty baddie bear, said the voice mockingly. You killed her? Scooter swore in a sudden frenzy. Out of his pocket he grabbed his switchblade and sprang it forth. You bastard! You bastard! I'll count you for this, I swear! Before Scooter could attack, a heavy-edged weapon swung down and severed his paw from his arm. I'm the one who does the cutting here, sneered the voice. Shriek! The weapon swung horizontally and caught Scooter in the gut. He fell to his back, paralyzed with agony. He was pulled free in a shower of gore and then brought down with savage violence. Chop! Lydia, Scooter whispered. Chop! 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 The next afternoon they found Scooter hanging between two trees. This time his killer hadn't even bothered hiding the body. Instead, he left his victim on display, as though the mad dog who'd done this ungodly work wanted to share it with others. Detective Dowsland shook his head in disgust. What in the name of happiness is happening here, Chief? Asked Constable Carrot in dismay.
I think we've got ourselves a rabid beast running wild in Honeydew Meadow,
Dowsland said in a brittle voice.
But the question is, who?
Hey, Max? Lucy asked me after waking up that morning. Hey, I said happily. Lucy was my best friend. Max, where did you go last night? Hee, that's a secret. Hee.